Alrighty, guys. It finally happened. We had competitive Premier League football this weekend. I don't know about you, but I was super excited. This is Red Card Radio. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're listening from. Thanks for tuning in. Red Card Radio is a weekly look at the Premier League from three friends who support different clubs. My name is James. I support Arsenal. That guy's Brad. He supports Chelsea. Down below, that is Sean. He supports tied for second place Tottenham. He needed me to say that. It's very important to him. Did you have a good weekend, guys?
Very important delineation when you're down in sixth.
True. I don't even know where Chelsea are. I haven't looked at the table.
Probably like 11th.
We got that. Wow, he knew exactly where. Sean's looking because this is the first time in a season he's been able to say something like that.
Oh, that's funny.
Well,
yeah, your team stinks.
I can't wait for this city massacre.
You guys should have seen him on Discord this weekend. It was incredible. And speaking of that, you could join our Discord. It's in the description below. And also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, ring the sub notification bell, drop a comment down below. Tell us who you support. If you're on one of the podcast sites, first and foremost, that means that we uploaded it to Spotify. So good on us. Also, rate, review, comment, whatever you can on whatever platform you are also on. Whatever platform you're on, that Discord link is still there, and you can still communicate with us and chat with us during the week and during the weekend and talk footy with us if that seems enjoyable to you. But yeah, boys, Premier League football, we had 10 matches spread out across 4 days, and we had some barn burners. We had some, what?
Nothing. I said, 3 for a second.
I thought 3, and then I did the same thing as Brad did.
Yeah,
I was
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, we were thinking out loud.
Yeah. Now, Sean,
trying to hold you accountable.
Quickly, I have this note here on this rundown about Europe, and it says PSG Tottenham 2-2, 4-3 on penalties to PSG.
Glorified friendly. Friendly. Let's move on.
Wow.
Summer competition.
Wait, what?
Summer competition.
Wow.
If we would have won it, you wouldn't have heard the end of it. But we didn't win it, so
hold on.
Moving on.
We're moving on, Brad.
Tottenham go up 2-1 in the game.
They were up 2-0. They were up 2-0.
But it becomes 2-1. That's important for later. They go up 2-1 in the game. It draws. They go up 2-1 in the penalty shootout.
We were also up 2-0 in the shootout, by the way.
Yep, and lose 4-3. Masterful.
It'd be like that sometimes. All right.
It is football heritage.
It is. It's good to know football is healing. Football is healing.
Yeah.
All right. So, I think we start off looking just broadly at the big boys, the people that everyone, no matter who you polled, whether it was Red Card Radio, whether it was the BBC, whether it was Sky Sports, everyone said that Liverpool, City, or Arsenal would win the league. One of those 3 teams was going to win the league. And all 3 of those teams got wins this weekend. Some in showy fashion, some in nail-biting fashion, others in, with skullduggery fashions. But City looked right as rain, scoring four goals at the Molyneux. Erling Haaland had 2.
Haaland.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we be worried about that?
He's tied on the league leading goal scoring list with Richarlison. So good for Haaland to be recognized with greatness.
Semenyo, I think, is also on that list as well.
Semenyo, I think a Chelsea player also had 2 goals, right?
That was a question.
It was a dig because it was 0-0.
True.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I'm sorry. Hey, listen. You guys found out what you do in the championship. Had you finished one place lower?
Just fight out. Fight out 0-0 draws.
Just bang out Burnley 3-0.
Yeah,
I can't wait till Crystal Palace destroy you.
That's the most hilarious aspect of Sean's puffy chest right now. Is that they beat Burnley at home, and if we were to ask Sean 2 weeks ago why he hates Burnley, it's because they come up and they go down, and they come up and they go down, and they come up and they go down, and my man took 3 points off him.
Sorry, you got a freebie.
Gotta have them.
But
Gotta have them.
Good job.
Thinking about the city game, they had a very different, their whole midfield essentially is rebuilt. I know David Silva played, but they got Reniers in there, and he looked quite the player. He was all over it.
Yeah. Yes. Very, very good find.
He's from a Milan. Is that correct?
He's Dutch, played at AC Milan.
Yeah.
And so Oscar Bob also back after his horrific injury last year. And so that's good for City. So Nico Gonzalez also in the midfield. So this is kind of an interesting situation with City. City is that they have kind of rebuilt a little bit. I heard some people, positing, well, has this is this younger, more hungry version of Manchester City, has that reinvigorated Pep's desire and gumption to go for it. So maybe they're a team to watch out for this year.
I mean, they should always be a team to be watched out for, right? It's a Pep team. They went out, they spent the money, they've revamped almost the entire roster.
Yeah, I don't like the idea that I'm over here glazing City when they spent like $400 million across 2 transfer windows over 6 months. So apologies, but I'm trying to keep it even keeled here.
Right. Like the City should be robots, and City should beat Wolves.
Yeah, every day of the week.
Every day of the week, and twice on Sundays.
So what about this Liverpool-Bournemouth result? I started to get my hopes up when Semenyo scored that second one. I thought that Bournemouth would hold on to it.
Yeah, they'd pull it out. But this feels like Bournemouth are playing the same exact way they did last year. Like they can come back, they can force a lead, but they can't. But they couldn't hold on to it at the end. Right?
Yeah.
Every game just kind of slipped away. And that felt the same here. Like they got to the 87th minute, and they're stealing a point at home, and then they bang 2 goals.
And hilariously, it's Federico Chiesa who was awful last year for Liverpool. What a flop he was last year, and he comes in and he scores a game winner in the first game of his second year at Anfield. So. You never know. You never know what you're going to get with those tricky Italians. Get out of the Plumbers League and
find your true self. Yeah.
So, Sean, you were talking massive smack though about Arsenal this weekend. Tell me about that.
You guys were crap. You got thoroughly outplayed.
What's your point? What's your point?
My point is you stink.
So
and
what?
you need to take stock of that. So you were just not 5 to 10 minutes ago on this podcast, you were saying, "Oh, that's funny." Was somebody from a team that finished 17th? Well, Manchester United last year finished 15th. So you just got in a dogfight with a 15th place finisher last year, and you're just saying, "Oh yeah, 3 points. Yeah, moving on."
Yeah, absolutely. 3 points away. 3 points away at Old Trafford at this revitalized Manchester United. They looked good.
It wasn't the result. And my comment from the beginning of the game was, "Wow, it looks like they have a plan." And that's something I haven't seen since Jose was at the helm at United. They had a plan and we're executing. Is it a good plan? I don't know. So far, they haven't won. You know what I mean? But it looks like they had a plan, which is different from what we've seen over the past 3 to 4 years at United, right?
So, I agree. And the problem with United is that at any point it could get toxic for them. You know what I mean? If they don't beat Fulham at Craven Cottage and they start the season 0-2, like it doesn't take a lot for that fan base to just go over the edge and plan their Ineos
takeover,
like Ineos out. And so and I think we saw this at the beginning of last season too. Like, is that they lost the first couple games, and it just spiraled out of control for them. And so I agree with you. I think they looked really good. I think that they played decent football. I think Arsenal were terrible. But we still got all 3 points and left Old Trafford. And there will be Big Six teams that drop points at Old Trafford this year, assuming it doesn't get toxic. You know what I mean? Like,
Tottenham will probably be one of them.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you're going to challenge for the title, these are games you have to win.
yeah, you just got to win them.
Just plain and simple. It doesn't matter if you're the better team or not. You gotta get that goal to
And I'll tell you the reason why I'm not concerned is that it's the first game of the season. We're going to be rusty. Like things aren't firing on all cylinders yet. Like, and so we're scrappy and we won a game and we got all the points and okay, we're going to get better. Like Arsenal are going to get better through the course of the year. And so sure, like I don't want to be at my best in August. I want to be at my best in April and in May. And so I'm not super pressed.
The other concession that I had was I think that maybe Brian Mbeumo's just good. Maybe I was just giving a whole lot more credit to Thomas Frank than maybe I should have. And, I'm giving a hell of a lot of credit with the Richarlison, Ivan Toney reference. But, maybe Brian Mbeumo's just good. And it wasn't just Tom Frank. He looked really dangerous. And when watching that game, did you feel a lot of pressure when Mbeumo was on the ball?
Yeah, Mbeumo basically bodied Calafiori the entire match. Like Mbeumo, Cunha were really good. And actually, interestingly, Mason Mount was tremendous in that game in terms of letting
Cunha look good too.
Cunha, they were all good. And can I just have a quick aside for the massive human being that is Benjamin Šeško? The dude is enormous. I saw him standing on the sideline, getting ready to come on. I said, "Oh my!" I'd seen comps of him, and I'd seen pictures and videos, and I was like, "Man, I knew there was a reason why I wanted to sign him over Gyökeres."
I was say, wasn't that your striker that you wanted?
It was. The dude is huge. He is enormous.
Now, do you want to get into the Cunha penalty discussion? I thought it was a nothing burger. Honestly,
I agree with it being a nothing burger.
I think there is some credibility of there was a kick to the leg. I think it's just a bang bang that probably is never getting called. So
I think if Cunha is standing upright and strong going into that challenge, it's different. But he knows Saliba's there, and so he starts to kind of lean back a little bit and start to give himself up before the contact even happens. And so he's kind of giving himself up before the contact even happens. And I've seen some videos, not that I can't forensically tell, but people are saying that Saliba got the ball before he got the man. And generally on penalties, that's important. If you get the ball first and then you lightly touch the man, that's important in penalty questions. Now, if it's outside the box and you get the ball and then take the man, it's probably a foul. But in penalty decisions, it's different. It shouldn't be. But
2 years ago, when it was Romero, I was told it didn't matter if you got the ball first.
Well, Romero
still got the man.
Romero tried to kill Enzo.
It was a follow through of a kick in which he kicked the ball.
He tried to kill Enzo.
We're not rehashing this.
Brentford losing to Forest. If Forest was good last year, Forest were good at home.
Thoroughly destroyed them. Brentford are going down.
It's
I'm
overreaction.
Really
1/38 of the season in, they're done.
Yeah, we're down. Can we say? Can we have a big round of applause for Sunderland? Sunderland.
No.
Coming in and wrecking West Ham. Let's go.
Beating Harry Potter.
Yes.
Out of respect for our good friend of the pod, Joel. No, I will not.
Well,
give any respect.
No, we are cheering for Sunderland.
Why?
Because we need some Newcastle hate on this pod every now and then.
Oh, okay. All right.
I see rivalry.
I didn't see where
Who else is Newcastle rival with?
No one. Yeah, we need it. Well, we'll talk about that here in a little bit.
Apparently they're a rival with every potential striker signing.
Oh man, that's dirty. To find out more about that Newcastle Liverpool beef, you'll have to tune in on Friday because that's right. We're back to normal schedules. We just reviewed the episode though. Or this is our review episode. We're talking about what happened. We're going to do another episode later this week where we're going to preview what's going to happen in round 2. Now, before we get out of this podcast, I have a question for you. I have trivia. I came prepared with trivia. And so the question is, how many 8-second violations were there in the EPL this weekend? Do you know?
The correct answer, so I know Brad is wrong. I saw one of them. I know there's at least one.
How about I give you an over under?
But the correct answer is less than there should have been. That's the correct answer.
That's true.
Whatever the number is, it should have been more.
So how about I give you an over under? Would you take the over under on 3? More or less than 3? Or equal to?
I would say
less.
Less.
Okay. Would you say more or less than 2?
Less.
It's just the one that I saw.
That's correct, Sean. There was only one 8-second violation.
It was in the Nottingham game, I think.
No, dog. It was in your game.
Oh, it was in the Tottenham game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Martin Dubravka was adjudicated
egregious
to have held on to the ball for too long.
Okay.
And so
I knew I saw it.
Yes, you did.
I knew I saw it.
That's how you saw it. You saw your team playing in the championship.
It's shocking to me that I didn't see it because every time a ball went out or Arsenal had anything to do with the ball, it felt like I was watching paint dry. And so maybe we'll have to talk about the 8-second rule here in a couple weeks, but I'm shocked that Arsenal weren't dinged for it. But that's football. And I've been viciously avoiding literally any interview with Howard Webb this summer. Like anytime Howard Webb shows up on my YouTube, like recommendations, I'm just like, I'm not watching it because I don't want to hear anything that bald fraud has to say. And I'm sure I'm going to have a rant on him in a couple weeks. But come back Friday. We'll have a preview of round 2. Until then, hit us up on social media. That guy up top with me is at KSBradG. I am at, Sean is at Whiteheart_Sean. I am at James Tiffany. I am rusty and haven't done this in a minute. Collectively, we are at Redcard_radio. And join our Discord so you can chat with us and hear Sean yap nonsense throughout the week.
That's right.
Come back Friday. We'll have another episode for you. Thanks so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it.